Why are we alive? Were we created to take life as it comes? Wake up, eat, go to school, go to work, meet friends, go to sleep, and continue with the same routine for as long as we live? Or is there more to life than this? Are we a result of some cosmic accident with no greater purpose, or were we created with an intention, created for a purpose? Trevor Hudson, in his book Discovering God's Will for Your Life, has this to say: one massive choice facing us all concerns the way we see our little life in this big universe. The choice is stark. On the one hand, do we see human life as simply random? Are we accidental specks of dust in an ultimately meaningless cosmos? After all, there are over 7.5 billion of us. How can one life really matter? Let me rephrase: how can your life really matter? Bottom line is this: it's either our lives really matter and we have a purpose, or our lives are more meaningless than we can ever imagine. In Psalms, we learn that God was intentional in creating us. It reads, "For it is you who created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." God was intentional in creating you. You were not an accident. You were a miracle destined for a meaningful and purpose driven life. God doesn't create us and leave us to discover our purpose on our own. No, like clay in the hands of the potter, we too created out of dust and continuously molded, shaped into what God intended for us to become, the people God intended for us to become. Shame, guilt, and failures cannot write off your purpose. However, like clay mad in the hands of the potter, God will put us together again and shape us into the people that God intended for us to become. Fetch your life. Claim your purpose. Discover who God has called you to become.
I chose purpose and mental health because I don't think people take it into consideration. Um, you don't realize that purpose is kind of the stone stepping steps things um, to build a relationship with God. Because I think as a person and as a follower of God, you need to know your worth and you need to know that you are good enough. Because sometimes you get pushed into a state of mind that you are like, I don't think I'm good enough for God's love. I think I'm like a background character in someone else's plan that God has made. And you kind of push away God because you think that you don't deserve his love. When in reality, he really just wants to give it to you and show you that you are worth every single thing, every, oh, sorry, every bit of love he gives you. I think it affects it strongly because you you grow up in this household that you are taught that God is always going to be there with you, and that you can trust in others, and you can just talk to anyone when you're feeling like something's wrong. But to me, it's a bit more than that because sometimes you feel embarrassed to talk to everyone about how your problems are, and soon you start like bottling up your emotions so that it's you can't take anything anymore. And I think it doesn't help you find your purpose because you're always like thinking that you literally can't tell anyone about this. It doesn't matter. You know, there's bigger problems in the world. So you don't want to find your purpose because you feel like it's going to make it even worse, I guess. But
Yeah, so mine's good at many things. She's good at art, she's got creativity, writing. I think she just thinks that, we better because, I don't know, it's like from her perspective, often people don't feel satisfied with themselves and they can't really look back at their achievements and what they've done. Because when other people done, and I mean, some people it's harder to, I don't know, extra, right? Let me just find my words quickly. Like some things, there isn't like a physical like award or achievement that you can like measure it with. Sometimes like things like being nice to people and like kindness, you can't measure that. It's and you don't have any evidence that I mean that's something you like are good at. But it's I mean if people around you say it, yeah.